Theme song.
And we are live.
Glenn and Johnny. Yeah. How's that?
Wonderful. I loved it.
All right. We'll just cut it and put it in every
Yeah,
one.
that's it. That's it. Just
Hope y'all liked it.
Yeah, it was great.
Welcome.
To
Episode
31.
Man, I've already apologized once. If you want to, I've apologized.
You need to put the camera on you while you're
But-
apologizing to the country.
No, what I'm going to say is I've already apologized once, and if you want to hear that apology, either listen to one of the other episodes or the beginning of this one on the audio.
Well, the funny thing is all of the ones you've apologized.
Jump at the same time.
Yeah,
Look,
you
I'm a
haven't-
terrible fucking podcaster. I apologize again. How's that? For all of y'all out there.
All the episodes that you apologized on, you haven't uploaded.
Have you ever apologized so much you're just like, man, fuck it, I meant to do that shit.
They're just going to dump all of them, and it's just going to be one everlasting apology.
What's funny is the only one that's going to get viewed is this one.
Why?
Because it's the most recent. It'll be the last one that I put out. So
Yeah.
They'll be like, fuck those other ones.
Fuck those. They weren't good. That's why they didn't post them. Oh, okay. Done doodling.
I mean, you can doodle all you want.
No, I can't because it's rude. We're having a conversation.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Oh, yeah.
That's right.
Taking
I
a
didn't do
listener's thing. Looks like the first thing on the docket from Gabbington over there is the coronavirus claims 1,000 with a giant hash mark through it.
Did you see that there was some, there was a doctor from over there or some rich
You
dude
should
from over
have
there?
gasped at 1,000.
Well, what
1,000 here? Or is that 1,000 Chinese? Oh, well, that's not
1,000
even a
Chinese.
drop in the bucket. That'd be like pissing on a fucking anthill.
Well, there was some guy that's like some billionaire over there that leaked some information where it's like he claims it was like 50,000 people that are dead from it.
Oh, well, that makes more sense.
Yeah.
I mean, that way.
They're saying it's as bad as SARS or worse than the SARS outbreak.
Well, I
was the
mean,
last thing I
no,
heard
I'm not
today.
trying to talk bad on the Japanese or anything, but or Chinese or any of them. There's a lot of people shoved in a very small amount of spot.
Yeah.
You're bound to, like, I mean, and I don't think I have friends that have gone there, and I just don't feel like I could do it. Like, I mean, it'd be great for the experience, but it's just so many fucking people. Like, I don't like walking through very...
How bad do you think the language barrier is?
Between English and Chinese?
Other countries have the tendency to learn English. We're the only arrogant fucks that don't do none of that shit.
I don't know if it's arrogance or just I don't want to do that. Like, I mean, I took 4 years of Spanish, and I could survive. Can't understand a fucking thing you're saying to me, but I can make sure that I can have beer, a bathroom, I know where the kitchen's at, and I can buy a bedroom if I need to.
Fair enough.
That's
All I need to know is, how do you say, get me to Border Patrol?
Oh, well.
Because I want to go home, motherfucker. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing down here.
Well, I mean, what if you went on
I
a
was
cruise?
on a boat, and now I'm not. That's the only way I go to Mexico.
On a cruise?
Man, when I was a kid, we used to go to Mexico all the time. I don't know if I've ever told you this.
No, you didn't, because you're rude.
So when I was a kid, we used to go to Mexico all the time, me and my family. And I don't...
You know who you never hear bitching about fucking plagues and disease?
Who?
Mexico. You never hear them talking about some fucking virus that's wiping everybody out. It's always China or Japan or someone. It's never fucking Mexico. And they're super close to us. You know what I'm saying? Or Canada. Like, apparently the only thing spreading like wildfire in Canada is hospitality.
It's just... Yeah, it's not... Yeah. I don't know.
Maple syrup.
Nothing can survive in Canada, so it can't spread.
People survive there,
But
even
they're
though
hard-ass.
I know a
Very
few-
nice.
They're very nice, and I don't know how you live in an area like that where.
I think Rogan said it best is because your life is tested every time you walk out the door, and you need other people to survive. So,
Fair enough.
because we don't have that kind of weather here, where when you leave the house, you got to worry about am I
Not
gonna get
here.
stuck in the snow.
No, you have to worry about getting stuck in your front yard.
I don't. I have
Like
concrete.
Well, I don't.
I live in the city.
I don't.
in
I
a
live out in the
run-up house.
fucking woods. Live out in the woods.
At the end of a road.
No.
It's got shingles for gravel.
I wish.
Ripped up shingles.
That'd last better than that fucking gravel that's apparently getting pot-bellied. And like, literally, I drive a Kia.
Well, not anymore.
Well, no, I drive both.
You drive that monster.
I have two now.
Oh, you what?
Yeah.
Balla. So you're going to use the Kia to go pick up the money from all your comedy shows, and you're going to use the truck to tow around your
and waste all my money.
your trophies with your race car drive.
Well, you know what I could have done if it wasn't raining is I could have brought the drywall over here to finish the man cave.
How much drywall are you talking? Because you said finish.
Well,
the word you just said is finish.
Oh, I'm sorry. Never mind. It's not enough.
Well, how much is it?
Oh, it's not enough. Maybe enough for that wall.
I think we're starting with the ceiling, right?
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, you could get, I don't know. I'm not a fucking something. It's
No, some
a
cheap
fair
one.
bit.
No, it don't matter.
Now,
It's
there's
free.
one broken piece.
Oh, fuck, I'll cut that bitch up and put it somewhere else.
That's good, because somebody, we had to, Gabby tried to go out there with a fucking spray can, and he got don't stay, and then the can ran out. So it just looked like don't stee on me. But somebody steed on it. They broke it.
You tried, didn't you?
Oh, man. Impeach. So you watched the State of the Union.
I did.
Yeah, how was that?
I mean, it was all right. I keep hearing people say that it was the best State of the Union ever. I mean, look,
Are they white?
I mean, it's fucking left-wing or right-wing conservative.
Are they white?
Talk show people. Yes, of course they're white.
Oh, so they loved it. Fair enough.
Yeah, look, I watched it. It was a State of the Union. I'm not... How do I put this? Not for or against any one thing. But I mean, he got out there and talked. And now if all the shit that he said was true, that shit's amazing. We're doing great. I'd like to believe everything he got out there and said was true, but I don't fucking know. There's so much bullshit going on.
Well, what did he say?
From left and right. That we're a record economy for whites, blacks, Mexicans, Chinese, Asian. It don't matter who you are. It's great. Talked up all the good things. He said I a lot, which I didn't really particularly care for. He did say we a lot and us. But I think if you in this day and age, if you're trying to really make a point and get something out there, you really need to say we. You don't need to be a bunch of eyes.
Yeah, but you don't need to say we.
I get it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just being nitpicky, I guess, in that particular instance.
Because you don't like him.
No. I have no problem with Donald Trump.
Because he's orange, isn't it?
No, I could give a shit about it. He gets a spray tan. I don't care. Look, realistically, we don't really see anything when it comes to federal politics, federal government, until this time of year when we're trying to do our taxes.
Is that rain?
Yeah, it's rain. And I felt Obama because I got penalized for not having insurance, and I didn't have insurance because I couldn't afford the $600 a week, or for me alone, it was like $425 a week that I'd have to pay to be covered by insurance, and it had a ridiculous deductible. And I mean, in the last 10 years, I've had the flu a couple of times. I had to get 10 stitches, I don't know. I hadn't had much. It hadn't been worth me paying, $425 a week to be covered by insurance, because I'm a fat smoker that, is a guy that's, almost
aren't you
40.
getting up there time? I read a new thing where they said that at 35 now you got to go get your colonoscopy.
A colonoscopy at 35.
Yeah.
You know what's fucked up is when I was 20.
With your diet, I'd recommend it.
Yeah, well, I'm afraid what's going to come loose when they do that.
Maybe it's at 15 pounds.
Yeah, maybe. But
I lost everything I've got. Thanks, colonoscopy.
Thanks, Jenny Meth.
Jenny meth.
Thanks, Crystal Craig.
What if it was like Jiffy meth, where you could just cook it on the
Is that
stove
just
top?
Is that popcorn? Jiffy?
It's meth
Or is that
flavored
peanut
Jiffy
butter?
pop.
Meth flavored Jiffy Pop.
We're gonna be rich. We're gonna be rich.
Snap Crackle Pops or something. Because I think the only thing you cook over the stove like that is crack, right? Master P. Master P told us how to make crack from cocaine. I don't know if you remember that song or not.
Nope.
You didn't listen to...
I only listened
what
to...
was that album? Good Ghetto Dope. Make crack like this.
I'm not going to lie to you. At that particular time in my life, I was a big fan of Blink-182.
Wow.
And, Matchbox 20.
Yeah, I mean, I liked
and
all that
Hootie
shit.
and the Blowfish.
That's funny. But
And Blues Traveler.
that dude could play the fuck out of a harmonica.
That guy could fucking... But I'm like, yeah, that son of a bitch could do it.
Did you just dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun?
Nope.
Is that what you were going after?
Nope. You know, when I can't do it.
Clearly.
Yeah, I'm not talented like that. Not musically.
You're not talented. You said
Thanks.
it. You said it.
Nothing makes me happy.
I am going to chop that up.
You know what we need? We need a sponsor here for Johnny's fucking crow's feet. Anybody that could slather something on them fucking crow's feet.
Is that what these things are?
Yeah, that's what those are.
I've just got a really fat fucking face.
No, you only have crow's feet really bad on your left side. Do you sleep on that side?
I guess. I don't know.
Oh, man. Moisturize.
What am I looking?
It's the side facing the sun. What are you trying to say? He's like a fucking planet? This is the dark side of the fucking moon over here?
I mean, my left arm used to be darker than my right because I drove a truck for years. I don't know if that means anything or not. I was told at one of my physicals, which that doctor may have been fucking with me because that's the same guy when I was 27 told me I needed to check my prostate and was laughing the whole time. So, and I've come to find out you don't have to do that until you're like 40. So
35.
That dude's weird.
He'll do it again.
That dude's weird.
35.
I can't believe I used to fry him turkeys. I'm just kidding,
He's
Doc. I
gonna
love
put his
you.
fingers in your butt. And you're gonna have a great time. You're gonna be Johnny the Popsicle.
One of the doctors up there at the physical place, he told me that my right leg was longer than my left leg because I drove for a living. And because you drive with your right foot, the gas and the brake, you build more muscle, which allows more bone, whatever.
I drive with both feet.
I don't drive a standard anymore. You saw that too?
Yeah.
I don't know what it was. So, anyway, camera did something weird for you.
Well, yeah, it's the fucking apocalypse coming down out there.
It ain't that bad yet.
It's all
ain't nothing.
blowing all over the sides and shit.
Man. Yeah, we'll be all right. My truck sits like 12 inches off the ground. It's way higher than that. What am I saying?
Well, I didn't want to, I was really grateful to have the truck because it is higher water right now. And as much as fun as you'd think it would be to drive that Kia all through giant puddles,
I can only imagine.
It's not.
Put a trolling motor on the back of it, make you feel a little better.
It's not like Herbie. Herbie couldn't be stopped. Herbie could go over water. He could skip over water. He could fly. You know what I'm talking about? The Love Bug?
Yeah, I remember Herbie the Love Bug. Do you remember the old ones, or did you only watch the one with the chick that went all crazy and started smoking crack? And
Lindsay Lohan.
Lindsay Lohan, there it is.
I'm not going to lie to you. I really was very upset when Machete? When you got to see her tits and they were just fucking
floppy.
Disappointing. Just fucking...
Oh, I didn't know you had kids. I don't have kids. Gravity has been mean to you, lady.
Well, yeah, there's that.
So, anyway.
Trump's disinformation at the State of the Union. Have we already covered that?
What you got? What was disinformation?
Campaign, false ads, and etc. He's been saying that since he got into office. Fake news.
What are we talking? I know he calls everything fake news. Fake.
You speak into the microphone. You speak too softly.
Fake. Gabs is fake.
Tell us about it, Gabby.
It's his campaign to use ads.
His
what?
To provide disinformation to the public.
We need to teach you how to work with a microphone because you don't start talking.
Teach him how to project his voice.
Over here, and then you're like, what am I doing?
But you're talking loud.
I know.
Like, so people can still kind of
He's over there whispering like he's telling God secrets.
His volume doesn't change the further he gets back away from the microphone, and you really can't tell what's going on.
So he's using false ads, or he's just using... So his ads are like, I'm great. I shit gold.
Look at my toilet. It's lined with it. That's not because I paid for it. That's because I have explosive golden diarrhea.
Of greatness.
Of greatness. I wish I could do a Trump impression, but I can't.
Me either. I'm not big on impressions.
I'm not either. It's great. I can't even begin to try. Yes, no.
I like his little... See, I can't do it either. Yeah. Oh, man, that's lightning. Great.
Litinin. That's lightning. Lightning.
False ads.
My dad used to call it wrestling. RASSLIN. That's wrestling. What the fuck?
I loved wrestling as a kid.
I watched it growing up. We used to watch the pay-per-views after the fact, like when we were in high school and shit. Mm-hmm. Me and my dad worked for the cable company. We had illegal boxes. And yeah, and we would on those WrestleManias.
Johnny, are you telling me I'm in here with a lawbreaker?
It used to be Lawbreaker.
Johnny,
statute
Johnny Lawbreaker.
That's why do you think they got the name? Where do you think they got it from? This motherfucker right here. Anyway, We used to watch, and I guarantee some of the people listening to this are going to laugh their ass off when they think about it, because we used to watch those all the time. And one of the funniest things is we had the cable hooked up. So you familiar with cable boxes, the old ones?
I installed cable.
All right, so there's a cable input, coaxial, and then back in the day, before there was any other type, then it was coax output.
Right.
Well, you would take one of those coaxial outputs and put it to a two-way splitter and put one to the TV and then one to the other TV that you wanted to watch it on as well. Both of y'all could watch the same thing. That's it. Does that make sense?
Yes, I know how
You know what I'm
stealing
saying?
cable works.
None of this isn't stealing it. This is all. My dad worked for the cable company. Where do you think he got the box from? They were just called illegal boxes because all the channels flowed through. You didn't have to get an access code to watch any pay-per-view or anything like that. My dad worked for Time Warner Cable here in Shreveport, back when it was Shreveport Cable. How long ago? Anyway,
I worked for Comcast.
the best part about all of this is my dad would be watching, we'd be watching WrestleMania, and my dad would forget that it's hooked up, and he would switch over to porn, and we would all be back there watching WrestleMania, and, fucking Goldberg's about to, spear somebody, and right as he's going to spear somebody, it cuts over to some chick getting pounded in the brown round, and we all start cheering. My dad realizes what's going on and changes the channel back, and we all, oh!
Something just leaked on me.
No way.
Yes.
I see it.
Oh, it's leaking on me right now.
I can see the water running down. Whoa.
Christ almighty.
Hold on a minute, you guys. We got a leak in the shop. No bueno. That's the first time it's ever leaked.
Here, let me just...
Motherfucker, I can see where it's running down the rafter and drifting.
Well, I'm not trying to tell you where it's at.
Yeah, put this bucket underneath. Boom. Nailed it. Oh, man. I got to look into that and see what the hell's causing
Great.
that.
God.
I wonder if I had something fall on the roof today while I wasn't here. And
I think you need to go ahead and trade this house in.
We're about to. My worry is the light. Is the light getting water in it? Because there's electrical up there. I mean,
Don't
just,
you have
Hono?
homeowners?
Come on, get it out. Come on.
Homeowners.
I do have homeowners.
Shine that. Show me the camera because I'm at this.
Sorry, you guys.
Get in the
I'm
shower.
sorry, you guys.
This is. Oh, that's fine. You'll just see this.
Hey, do me a favor. Right now, say, my precious.
Why?
I don't know. This is, you look like a, what's that dude's name?
Gollum.
Gollum.
I look like Gollum.
Right there, you look kind of, that or Dobby-ish. Let me give you a sock so you can be free.
Why don't you shut your
Why don't you
fucking
fuck
mouth,
off, motherfucker?
You know, let me go ahead and tell you.
Oh,
Little
hold on.
chubby lumpkin son of a bitch.
Look, this dude right here loses some weight and thinks he can fucking talk shit to people.
Let me tell you this. I didn't come in here to be offended by you and your 4 fucking chins.
What? I got more chins than a Chinese phone book. Try again, fuck face.
You're getting so big, you're getting wrinkles on top of your wrinkles. You look like a flat fucking tire.
I'm gonna take it back old school and say pal. That's how old school I'm taking it on that shitty ass
Just-
terrible joke that you just tried to pull.
Really? Why don't you
That's
eat some more
almost as
candy?
bad. That's
Why don't you
almost
put
as
the camera
bad.
back on you?
Oh, here.
Here, look at this. Why don't you have some candy?
Hey, you guys, Airhead, want them to be a sponsor. PlayStation, want them to be a sponsor. Glenn, not going to be a sponsor. So, fuck him. Anyway, back to the action. Damn, I was talking shit and I forgot what I was going to say.
Yeah, no, it's really rude. Anyway, yeah, I don't see any water getting in that, but now it's moving.
It's just running down. I bet there's
Raindrops are falling on my head,
I bet there's a branch.
but that doesn't mean my eyes will soon be turning red.
Come on. Keep it going.
Because I'm free.
I have no idea.
Anyway, I love a good adventure podcast.
Where are we going?
It's like we were having an RPG, and all of a sudden it's like started raining on us, or me. Which, hey, maybe it's like I have my own personal rain cloud.
It's almost like the world is telling you need to bathe.
Oh, God. You think
of
that's
it
it?
that way?
Is that what you meant by I look like Gollum? I look dirty?
Hair is a little greasier than normal.
I just walked in from a fucking monsoon.
So did I, and look how fucking sexy I am.
Johnny, your hair grows like people imagine they're, The turf on a fucking football field would be soft, spongy, not able to move by wind.
If I let my hair grow,
Yeah.
it just grows up.
Oh, you're that kid too.
My hair does not want to fall. It's so fucking thick. Look, I'm not gonna lie to you.
Oh.
When I used to cut grass, I let my hair grow one season. It was wintertime. My wife asked me not to cut it. She wanted to see me what I looked like with hair. Because I used to shave my head. Like, no guard, clippers, boom. Head and face, the whole 9 yards. Just do it all at one time every few days. It was good.
You have that helmet hair, like where it looks like a hair helmet.
I do.
No, I'm saying whenever it grows out, it's just this big,
no,
bushy helmet of
so look, man,
hair.
My hair, I told her, I was like, well, I'm just gonna let it grow. I'm not doing nothing to it. And when I said nothing, I didn't brush it. I combed it with a towel when I got out of the shower. I'd wash it, shampoo and conditioner it, and I'd wash it and dry it with a towel. But when I laid down and went to bed and I got up the next morning, that was my hair. I mean, it was
Johnny,
everywhere.
did you not care about your appearance?
I didn't give a fuck about my hair. I was just doing it just to let my hair grow and fuck with my wife a little bit.
Johnny, it upsets me that you don't have very much self-esteem, buddy.
Do you get that from this conversation, Gabby?
Yeah, he just let himself go. He had a rough time in his life. Things, he hit rock bottom. Couldn't do his fucking hair. Just a fucking...
I feel like I'm being projected on.
Oh.
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 I don't know if I'm...
You gonna let your hair grow?
No. My hair used to grow. I used to have hair all the way down to my shoulders. It's long, flowing locks. It looked like something out of the Wizard of Oz. Looked like the Cowardly Lion. And then...
Looked like the
Cowardly Lion.
The diabetic brother of Fabio.
I just clicked... The diabetic... At least it... Flabio.
Dude, you nailed it. Dude, that is a book cover you need to draw. That needs to be a shirt we have. Flabio. Like...
The wind's blowing other parts of me, too. Just
he's got to have something to eat in his hand.
He's got like a fucking taco in his hand, and the wind's blowing his hair
man,
and
you'd only be able to wear that shirt on Tuesdays.
Oh, wow. My milkshake's pretty... I'm sorry. It's the loose skin, folks. It's wonderful. I recommend it. I think they're only a few inches away from hanging past where my rib cage is supposed to be, so that's awesome.
That sucks. Gravity has not been kind to you either, has it?
Well, no. I'm excited about it, though.
What?
Well, I might lose all the weight and be super just this flabby skin, but I've decided that I'm going to start telling people that I was mixed with flying squirrel. And that
makes sense.
Oh, man, so me and Gabby decided to have a cheat day before we came over here. And, man, there's some ugly fucking people that go into CC's.
Did you have the macaroni and cheese pizza?
No. No. I just watched this guy that he was wearing this really ugly picnic table pattern shirt. And
was it at least red and white?
No, it was purple and white. And he had these giant fucking gauges that make mine look small. And they were like baby blue. And I can't, look, if you're going, people, America, if you're going to have gauges, get them to match your fucking clothes.
Boom, boom, boom.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if fucking ugly, like, what was it, lavender and lilac thrown up onto white. I mean, it looked like just picnic colors.
His gauges?
No, his shirt.
Okay. Now, what was wrong with his gauges?
They were like fucking robin's egg blue.
Very specific color.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
what's robin's egg blue? Can you paint me a picture?
It looks like robin's egg blue. You've seen a robin's egg.
What?
I don't see anything in here.
There's a sign behind you. It's got a bunch of blues on it.
It's like the lighter blue.
Okay. All right. So, like North Carolina blue?
I guess.
Come on, man. You don't have to be that guy. Do you say visqueen when you refer to plastic? Like
No.
an asshole?
No, so anyway.
Motherfucker.
The whole time we're
Do you call it tobogganing?
What?
Why don't you just fucking sled down the hill and shut the fuck up?
Because I've got a toboggan.
Fucking
You don't even know what to say.
Cardinal goddamn blue looking motherfucker. What'd you say call it again? Robin blue?
Robin's egg.
Robin's egg.
Have you ever seen a robin's egg?
No.
Gabby, look it up on your phone. Please
No.
show him what robin's egg blue looks like.
Jesus
I wasn't
You
aware.
could have said light blue. Of all the words that you chose to use,
Would you show
said
him a
Robin's
comparison
egg.
between the difference in
It
light
might
blue
be
and
fucking
robin's
identical.
egg blue? I didn't know that I had to bring it
Hey,
down to the level.
Would you hand me a Visqueen bag, please? With a zipper on top?
They don't make them.
Yeah, they do. They're called fucking Ziplocs, you fucking asshole. What is it? That's light fucking blue.
That's robin's
That's
egg
light blue. You
That's
could have said North Carolina blue and nailed it again.
North Carolina
You said-
blue. I've never
Look,
heard
if
of
you-
North
look,
Carolina blue.
I know we don't have very many comments on this show, but dear fucking God, if you watch this
You know what?
show,
Switch it to
hold
one
on,
of
no,
us.
like
one of
obviously
us in
can
the
only be
background.
on one of us.
No, it can't. It's
Look.
got the split screen thing. Do it.
Oh yeah, it can. So
Yeah,
that'll
so
be
that way we can
all
see.
3. No, all 4. There it is.
Yeah, like,
There
well,
it
no.
is.
I mean, I don't have to be the biggest one. I'm just saying that if
There
we're
we
gonna
go. Okay,
if we're
look.
gonna fucking argue, they need
No,
to
no,
see
no.
both
Look,
of us.
if you
Yeah.
If you listen to this and get to this far, please tell me if I'm being an asshole or if he's being an asshole for calling light blue. And look up Robin's fucking egg if you want to. Light blue.
Are
He
y'all
could have
ready?
easily just said light blue.
Are y'all ready for the sickest burn in the show?
I'm ready for it. What is
You
it?
ready?
What is it?
They don't have to worry about seeing it. You won't upload it.
That's a terrible burn.
Well, you won't.
Well, I mean,
How many do you want us to put in? 10 in the books?
how many of you uploaded?
You're right.
Because I'm pretty sure I'm up to number 24 uploading
I uploaded the first 3.
with me
Right here
typing-
with me, holding
with me
your
typing
hand.
the keyboard and you holding the mouse, motherfucker. Because the mouse didn't reach me. I am going to have us a surprise for next weekend, next Sunday when we record.
Like, what kind of surprise?
An awesome one.
A person? Oh.
Well, yeah, that too, because my sister will be here.
Oh, okay.
So maybe I can get her to come on the show. That'll be fun. She's my girl. Love her to bits and pieces. So
What was it?
we could say she won some type of contest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
instead of a
she's-
T-shirt, she just wanted to be on the show.
Yeah, so we flew her out from San Diego.
Norovirus outbreak
What is-
in
Oh, is that the shit that's happened in South Louisiana?
how the fuck do speak it? Colisev.
Is it a C?
What?
Just call it Vernon Parish.
Yeah,
Here's
okay.
another fucking asshole. You and him both. You could have said South Louisiana, but now you gotta get specific. Fucking Robin's Egg Parish. Fucks. Jesus.
Bet you won't call him North Carolina.
I bet I don't ever refer to anything as Robin's Egg. If my wife says, "Hey, baby, that's the color I want," and it's Robin's Egg, I'm gonna tell her, "Fuck no, I'm not painting nothing that color."
Well,
Get the one
Robin's
next
egg
to it that's
blue.
light blue.
Robin's egg blue was in Crayola long before, they decided North Carolina.
For light blue? Yeah,
Or-
yeah. You're not gonna make me believe that.
No, I didn't say before light blue.
Robin's Egg.
I'm sorry
I'm
that
gonna
your
go through-
education for color goes only so far.
Black and white, man.
Yeah,
Black and white.
that's it.
That's
Just-
the only.
just
that's
like-
all- that's
yeah,
it. Everything
that's
in my
it.
life is
Nothing
yes or no,
else.
left
Similar
or right,
symptoms
black
to
or
the
white,
stomach
up
flu.
and down. Motherfucker.
200 people affected.
Oh, by what?
This noro.
The LaBerge Casino. I've been there. That's I believe that's how you pronounce it. Is the LaBerge.
LaBerge.
It's actually a it's actually a pretty neat fucking casino. Fun story about that place is we were down there.
Thought we were getting away from stories
for
and
one
we're
of
gonna
the
have
openings.
casino.
We're having a conversation.
Casino.
So we were at this casino down there, and guess what?
What?
It was like very new.
Mhm.
They had just opened like maybe within a week,
Yep.
and the dealers couldn't count.
Oh.
And this motherfucker was like drawing out 22s and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like he hit 21 and take another card and bust out and like pay everybody. Or he'd fucking stop flipping cards on a 14 and be like, dealer has to stand. It's like, what? And he'd flip over a 23 on somebody and be like, blackjack, and pay it. And I wasn't going to be the one to say nothing. I just sat there and collected my money too. But dude, that shit was fucked up. And I've gone years telling that story, and somebody like maybe a month ago I was talking to about it, and they said that with them being that early and that opening like being that new, that it was possibly a gimmick to get people to come back in and tell everybody, dude, their fucking dealers can't count. Go over there and fucking rack the tables up. And people would show up. And I was like, damn. So I wonder if that guy was just playing a part, you know?
That makes sense.
It does make sense, which is fucked up.
But see, I'm not very lucky at all. I fucking don't ever win. Might win $20, 15.
I bet I got.
Like that.
I bet I got $250 off that dude.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, easy, if not more.
I hate when someone doesn't know how to play blackjack.
Can y'all hear what's going on behind you?
Yeah, they're fucking. Can
What
y'all?
doing?
Yeah.
What y'all cutting shit?
My point is no, I can't stand it if you don't know how to play. You know what I'm saying? If you don't know how to play blackjack,
I hate that.
like in a group.
Yeah. Don't know how to play for the table.
Yeah.
You're playing for yourself or just playing.
But I mean, it's always better because we always when we play, we always yell out them, so that way everybody that sits down knows it's us versus them.
Yeah, that's exactly how it is. But you against some cards, not the dealer itself. He's just flipping.
No, it's us against him.
Well, let me just say this.
You're gay.
No.
Yes, it's fine.
Wow.
I love you, Johnny.
My beard is legitimately my beard. My wife is not my beard. Is that the right way to use that? We talked about this already?
Yes.
Am I wrong?
You'd know that if we had the episodes out so we could go back as a point of reference.
I can't remember. I don't listen to them. You know all them,
Apparently neither does anyone
I was about
else.
to say, you know all them views? It ain't you and me, motherfucker. You know both of them views?
All two of them put together. The White House requests $15 billion
should
to
I tell you-
establish the Space Force.
I'll show you after how mine and Richard's first two episodes already have 300 views apiece. Ours is so much better. It's so funny. I didn't even put those episodes out either. What are you talking about? I'm just fucking with you, Glenn. What was that? I only had my headphones in and I heard that.
So the White House requested $15 billion to establish the Space Force.
That's a lot of fucking money.
I mean, they're going to space.
Yeah. Is that what they've been talking about, the 12% increase in NASA's budget that's supposed to happen this year?
I think so.
That's cool.
I thought NASA was I thought they got rid of NASA. Or did they just absorb it into the Air Force?
Nothing. They quit flying missions.
Why?
I want to say it was cost ineffective and dangerous with the shuttle
Gabby,
that they had.
Nobody here speaks sign language.
You should try it.
Oh yeah?
What?
Well, you're sitting there.
I hate
Sign
to
language?
interrupt your conversation.
Jump on in here, man.
You're part of the
Wow.
show.
They have launched recent missions.
To where?
Project Artemis is beginning.
Which is going to where?
It's going to orbit the moon.
Oh.
It's going to...
You're talking about a person who doesn't... I don't watch anything news related.
That's
But
unfortunate.
NASA doesn't launch any rockets anymore, right? They use
They're
SpaceX
building a
and
new-
Boeing for all that, right?
Why would
They're
they build a
building a
new?
new
There's
one.
so many fucking places. There's Cape Canaveral.
A new...
Well, no, they still use those places, but I
Oh.
don't think any of the rockets
a
that
new
launch them.
rocket.
And I could
They're
be clearly
building
wrong.
They're building a new rocket.
So is this so that...
Yeah, well, there was a dude on Rogan the other day that was talking about that SpaceX, and I think he said Boeing are the ones building the rockets and the cargo ships and all that stuff. Yeah, manufacturing. Now, they're? I mean, obviously they're doing it for NASA. I guess that.
I just thought of a terrible joke. God, I'm a bad person.
What is it?
Can't say it.
Oh,
It'll be too soon.
I used to think the rocket's red glare was talking about the space shuttle that blew up in like '86,
No.
and I used to cry my eyes out at the National
No,
Anthem.
I'm just saying that
When
I don't
Goose
think
died,
that-
I cried in the movie theater.
I
It
don't
made
think
people
that we
leave.
need to put $15 billion into the space program if we can't keep helicopters and planes in the air.
You know, I don't laugh because my brain floods with completely inappropriate rebuttals.
Ah.
They say in skydiving, it's not the fall that kills you. It's the sudden stop at the end of the ride.
Airborne, stayed airborne, and then failed at the landing part.
Who?
He's talking about the helicopter. You know, Ron White's got the best joke about that.
Really?
About being on airplanes and yada, yada, yada.
Oh, no. I thought he... Never mind.
No.
I was about to say, did Ron make a joke?
Oh, no. This is an old one where he's talking about...
well, that's not
Where he was
right.
talking about, you know, somebody talking to if we only had one engine, how far do you think it would get us? And he says all the way to the scene of the crash.
Yeah, but he says it like all the way to the scene
Yeah,
of
but
the
it's just, that's what I'm
crash.
saying. Like, he's got the best one. In
That is a really good joke.
And it was right there the whole time.
I guarantee you will beat the ambulance by 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh, man. God. So you got your doors fixed. That's awesome.
Man, I am so hyped.
Do you gamble?
I have, yeah.
No.
Blackjack.
You don't do regular?
No, I
You
mean,
don't
when
bet
we-
on the ponies?
No, when we have money to blow, we'll go take $100 a piece and go play blackjack or something like that.
That's it? Y'all don't play no slots?
No. Well, we'll play the Wheel of Fortune slot. I'll usually commit $20, maybe $40 to a Wheel of Fortune slot just to get a chance to pull the wheel.
Yeah, I don't feel like if I don't get bonus games, I don't want to play.
No, I don't. I'm not a fan of gambling. I earn my money.
My dad likes to play video poker, which I've never found enjoyable.
Me neither. I've
That's-
sunk. I bet my entire lifetime I've only sunk maybe $100 into a video poker machine.
Well, I'm not
here
gonna.
and there.
I'm not gonna say I've done that because that'd be a lie.
Are you a big video poker guy?
No, I like to believe that sometimes my luck is so shitty that maybe it's my chance. I'm always wrong, but at least I have hope. You know, I
Well,
think
you know,
that's important.
I do have $90 invested into the stock market.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I'm down like $25.
Oh, that's what you get.
Yeah.
All right. I'm trying to think. I was about to say something. 15 billion sounds like a lot of fucking money, though.
It is. You know the difference between million, billion, and trillion in seconds, right? So a million seconds is 11 days. A billion seconds is 31 years. That's the difference between a million and a billion. And a trillion is 31,000 years. That's the difference between a million, billion, and trillion. So if you think about it like that, you could spend $1 a second for 11 days and spend $1 million. You could spend $1 a second for 31 and a half years and spend $1 billion. That's $60 a minute
I know how
that
time
you can
works.
spend
You're telling me that there's 60
for
seconds in a
31
minute?
years.
There's 60 seconds in a minute, Johnny?
Well, I know you have a like DeSoto Parish / Caddo Parish education, so I just want to make sure
I was
it's
actually
clear.
raised in Houston.
Wait
Oh.
till you hear about the hour. 60.
60 minutes.
Whoa,
an
wait a minute.
hour.
Are you serious? It all like correlates like that?
Yeah. But it switches up with days.
Hold on,
It
wait a
just
minute. Tell me
drops.
this. What's a day?
A day.
Man, I don't even want to know. This dude's
Consists
speaking.
of-
This fake. You work for CNN, fake.
I bet the world is flat, too, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The moon puts off its own light.
So can I ask a serious question?
Yeah,
about-
$15 billion is a lot of money.
$15 billion is a lot of money. Look, I don't want to... Do you believe that there are such thing as genuinely ugly people?
Yes.
Do you believe that we live in a society that is telling us not to look at ugly people as ugly? That they're all beautiful creations?
Yeah, but it's only said by ugly people.
What? That they're pretty or what?
No, only ugly people holler about, treat everyone equally.
Oh, I thought you were... Okay.
It's ugly people that are ugly that can't stand the fact that they're ugly. People like you and I, we're good with it. Who gives
Yeah,
a fuck?
like we just
You're not gonna
know.
hear me complain
Yeah.
about being ugly. You know what I'm saying? I'm attractive to somebody, and guess what? That's cool enough for me.
I just don't like the fact that everybody's they're super sensitive about it. Like, you can't make a joke anymore about it. You make a joke where you're like, God, it's ugly. I saw her. Whoa, she was, you know, and they're like, they get mad for this person that's not even fucking real. They get offended that some ugly heifer is crying herself to sleep at Walmart because her canned goods weren't on sale.
I wonder if that's what the problem is that we're so deep into this fake reality via social media
Yeah.
that when somebody says something, you can't understand the fact that you're making up a fictional character that you're talking about. They automatically think that you're talking about somebody.
Well, I think,
Not making a joke. You're actually, because that's all they do is shit on people all day long. That's all they
Well,
do.
I honestly think that we live in a world that's got so many fucking filters. Like, you can filter your face and put little cat noses and shit that they get really
Spell check. Punctuation check.
But my point is you can't. The problem is then you meet somebody who doesn't have a filter, like a verbal filter, and they think that there should be that visual filter in the mouth, where it's like, I'm not supposed to acknowledge the fact that you're unfuckable. And to me, you're not fuckable by me. Like, I don't want to fuck you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can say without a doubt, Johnny, that for me and you, I find you unfuckable.
Fair enough.
And I would only hope that you felt the same exact way about me.
Like, would I want to fuck you?
In my, like, for me personally.
Or you don't want to fuck me?
No, right. Well, no.
I can clearly understand.
Everybody has their own personal agreement on, like, for instance, you, I would assume, would not find me fuckable.
No.
Right. I would not find you fuckable.
You're too tall.
Is that, oh, that's it?
That's
That's
the
the
only
only thing I've got
If you were
going.
a little bit shorter,
If I was a little bit shorter,
shit
you'd
out your
take me to
fat
pound town.
grab hold of that loose skin, just go fucking work.
Oh, no. Don't bring up the loose skin. It's my
Do it
worst
like
habit.
Like a rodeo rider, you know, when they wrap up their hand in that rope and get ready to go for 8 seconds.
It's like if Joaquin Phoenix did all that work in The Joker and didn't get the fucking, he didn't get the Oscar. That's what happened. I lost all this weight and I didn't get the Oscar.
You lost all this weight and you're still ugly. Is that what I'm hearing?
No. I've never thought I was ugly.
That's good. Neither have I.
Right. I mean, I don't think you're
Except
an
for
ugly
when I
person.
look at myself, I think I'm ugly, but I never think, no.
No, I don't think I'm
No,
ugly
I'm not
at
a
all.
hideous person. And look, if you think you're a hideous person,
That's your own problem.
Yeah, take care of it. Do something about it.
Well, that's what I'm saying is because they're putting it out on us. They're projecting it on me because you're sensitive about the way you fucking look. And now it's okay, but here's the problem. You came out of the house looking like you wore a fucking hand-me-down robe. You got fucking slippers on. Who the fuck goes to Walmart in sleep pants that's not married? You know what I'm saying? Just fucking goes out there.
Somebody who wants to be
You
comfortable.
fuck that. Put
Just
some
saying.
fucking effort into it. Don't look like you fell down in your closet and just
that's
wore
the
whatever
thing.
the
That
fuck
right
you
there
wanted
might
to.
be the thing that they're trying to project is like, you don't have to point it out. And instead of saying that, they're going,
But
well.
But you don't understand. Okay. You remember when I had the blemish
Mhm.
and you kept bringing up my herpes on my lip?
Right.
You know, you remember that?
I do.
Right.
Did your dick ever clear up, Gabby? Too soon? What happened? Okay.
He's a power bottom.
Not sure what that means.
Pretty implied.
Means that he's not real big on anything of
Well,
that. No, he's just sit there. He's just a fucking sponge. That's it.
A power
Power bottom. He can work it all. You don't have to do shit. He's a power bottom.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
he
I
can.
follow
He
now.
takes
I'm tracking.
control. He
Power bottom.
He
Okay.
shifts you. You don't shift him.
I got you. You just sit there and hang out.
Yeah.
I got this. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. You
Gotcha.
don't have to do anything.
I've met you before. I've met your type.
My point is like when me and him go out to restaurants or anything like that, we can't help but harshly judge the world around us. But the problem is where he is polite about it, he just sits like this. You just hear me like, oh God, what a What a travesty to the. What a terrible thing to look at.
See, that reminds me of on the train, the way me and my wife handled the couple that was behind us when we were
Were
in
they
New York.
fucking?
No, we were in New York. It was their first date.
Oh.
We witnessed their first kiss. We named them Jack and Diane. We rode for 2 hours, and we rode from New York City to West Point, and they talked the entire time. I mean, I knew that this chick didn't like hash browns with scrambled eggs. You know, she was talking about smoked sausage, but she didn't like the ends twisted, and he couldn't believe that cappuccino came in such a small cup. You know, these motherfuckers were talking about everything. You love truffles? I love truffles. I've seen the show Alf once. I mean, but my wife and I didn't say a fucking word. We sat right there and listened to him and laughed and had a full conversation with just looking at each other with eyes, laughing at Jack and Diane. Hold on. Where's my phone? I got a picture of Jack and Diane. And I'm telling you, this dude was such a, do you ever watch Tosh.0?
Yeah.
So you remember on Tosh.0 they had that guy that was the legitimate 40-year-old virgin?
Mm-hmm.
Remember what he looked like?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so Jack kind of resembles this guy. And you could tell Jack had no, what do you want to call it? He was, I think he was a bit scared
Of Diane?
of Diane.
Well, Diane's are typically scary.
And there they are right there.
Oh, God.
Oh, you can't really see his face.
That's
Damn it.
fine.
You can see his hairline there. So that's Jack and Diane behind us. We were trying to take a picture. You see him
And
right
look
there?
at how happy y'all are.
Oh, yeah, dog. We are happy.
Y'all are just,
We're
y'all are
happy as
just,
fucking clams because we have been fucking shit talking without saying a fucking word to each other. We've been shit talking these fucking two motherfuckers
Well,
the whole time.
I see.
Because if you look in this mirror, you see that that's a mirror, right?
yeah.
That's the rest of the train in front of us. Do you see how many people are on that train? There's 4 or 5 of us total. Jack, Diane, me, and my wife, and maybe 2 people before.
And
or up
so-
front. And they sat down directly behind us.
She's not even smiling at Jack.
Dude, they were engaged, and she...
Bitched about everything.
Well, they were... Anyway,
She seems like she bitches about every fucking thing.
she might. Oh, are you looking at the... That's my wife. Settle down.
No.
No, but...
If your wife puts up with you, that's enough.
Yeah, but she's a fucking saint. But no, they talked the entire fucking time. I didn't know if you wanted to see Jack and Diane back there. But yeah, they talked the entire fucking time. And then she finally laid one on him and kissed him. And then
So what
they
was
went
it that made her kiss him? Was it the twisted
I
sausages
mean, he said something about making his own brownie mix, like...
from scratch?
like
And
from-
she
from
just
things that he found
and
off
she
the
just
floor,
got
and she was
moist
like,
and lumpy and just mowed him down right there in
Yes.
the dirty, nasty fucking subway.
I believe women's opinions are valid, and she just came. It was great. Nobody believes. I'm just joking.
Fucking perfect rom-com there. There we were,
Oh, man,
riding on
it
a
was
train,
great.
telling each other how we like our eggs Benedict.
If I ever get
And
a
that's
chance,
when I make my hollandaise sauce just creamy enough. And she's like, "Oh my God, give me your babies now! Put them in me right here on this fucking tray. I want your hollandaise sauce. I want to gargle that shit."
you know, and hollandaise sauce makes me think of the holidays. And I built Legos one time.
Hollandaise.
Hollandaise. I remember we went on vacation to Holland once, and we spent days and days and days.
Wearing our
No,
wooden
bitch, shut up.
shoes.
Oh man, they
And
brought
that's
their
when
bikes.
And that's when I told my grandma that she doesn't have to wear wood shoes anymore, and I made her a regular pair with rubber soles. That's so sweet. Marry me, motherfucker. Sorry.
You want to hear the better part of it?
They had a baby right in front of you.
No, they brought their bikes with them because they were going on a mountain bike date.
Oh, they're dead. They didn't make it.
Oh well, maybe they took a 2+ hour train ride
To bike?
to go where they were going to ride their bikes together.
Wait a minute.
She talked about her roommates.
Clear up. Hang
I'm
on.
sorry. Let's
Hang
back
on.
it up. All right, back it up. Let's do it.
A 3-hour train ride
We
to
drove.
ride bicycles.
Excuse me. We
That
rode.
is white fucking nonsense.
We rode from New York, from Grand Central Station to West Point Station.
And these motherfuckers.
And they were continuing on. And if I remember correctly, my wife had looked up when we were riding.
Nothing.
No, she looked up where she had mentioned they were like what station they had to get out at. And it was like another hour north of us. So
they had and he already
to go mountain bike riding together on a first date.
Well, you got to give him credit for getting her to ride a fucking train for 3 hours.
It's creative, clearly. They were talking about...
How do you think he sold that to her? I've got this great idea for our first date. First, we're going to take a 3-hour train ride. And then what are we going to do?
You got a bike? Bring it.
And then we're going to go riding down a mountain. And if everything goes well, we're going to ride 3 hours back after we're exhausted and sweaty.
Yeah, and my balls will be so stank, I know good and damn well you'll never want to put them in your mouth.
You know what I hear moistens the loins of a new lover? Mountain biking.
Yeah, falling off a bike and rolling down a hill and breaking
down a fucking
collarbone.
mountain. That's fucking dumb.
Well,
you know what's you know what irritates me about that though? Look, hey, you over there. Those two will be together forever.
Yeah, no, that's what I was gonna say. Like, it worked.
First of all,
he got her on a first date, and she jumped. I mean,
like
she
every
jumped
woman
at him.
I've ever dated, anything, married. If I would have been like, and then we're gonna go mountain bike riding. You don't understand that, they would have, at almost 400 pounds, they wouldn't have believed me. They would have thought I was going to take them off in the woods and kill them. My point is, I've never had a loved one that liked a 3-hour car ride. We're going to go to Six Flags in Houston. Whoa! And then they get excited. You can get to fucking Lufkin and they're bitching. How many hours do we have left? We have 2 more to go. Oh, we can just go home. Like, oh.
So I was mistaken on how long it was. We were on the train for an hour and 15 minutes, and they were going to Hudson, which was 2 hours and 11 minutes.
Were they?
You know why I know this?
Mountains in Hudson?
You know why I know this? Is because I'd actually saved it.
Or is he going to like a really nice park?
I have no idea. I didn't go on the rest of the date. I went to West Point.
You should have went on the rest of the date.
No, I was.
Should have been a real trooper. Y'all could have rekindled everything y'all had.
I wasn't getting a hand job out of none of this, so I was good.
You know what? I'm one of those people though. Like, let's see. Me and him, we went. Where'd we go in California? Where that little young couple was doing. It was like their first date, and he was being like we went. It was like at a movie theater. And he's sitting there, and like you can tell he doesn't have a lot of money because he's young, you know. And of course, this greedy bitch wants the biggest fucking bucket of popcorn on the planet and a gallon of Coke, you know. And he's just sitting there like, well, I guess I'm gonna go without.
What do you mean? You're not gonna share it?
That's what you just heard me from the background. I'm like, he's like, oh well, and basically she liked a certain beverage and he didn't. And you just hear me like,
grow up.
You just hear me like, suck it up, Junior.
Yeah.
Pib extra.
Yeah.
Meet in the middle.
Hey, man, Diet Dr. Pepper just like regular Dr. Pepper when you get to go down on her in a couple of hours. So just settle down, young man, and get the Diet DP. Put your dick in the hole in the bottom of the popcorn thing if you need to. But
now they got the bags.
Settle down.
Now they got the bags.
just stab it through.
You could just chew a hole in that.
That's why Glenn liked the bucket. He could just.
What's that sound?
Why is there popcorn everywhere? What the fuck did you just do? Nothing.
You know what's funny is every date I've been on, like,
and seasoned salt.
Like, how do you eat popcorn? The reason I'm asking is
one at a time.
No, it's like a constant. I feel like at some point I'm just shoveling it in, like.
I normally just take the bucket
and just dump it
hold up and go. Because I'm a lard ass.
No, I'm just sitting there just like this, just constant. And about halfway through the bucket, I'm like, oh,
it's getting dry.
This popcorn doesn't even fucking taste good anymore. Just strap it on like a horse feeding apparatus.
My wife did something.
What do they call that? A fucking feed bag? Yeah.
She stuck a straw into the butter thing and wiggle it down in the popcorn and hit the butter feed. and it butters the bottom of the popcorn. She's a fucking mad scientist. It's fantastic.
It
works great.
So you telling me that your wife put a straw in there and just drank the butter?
No. She put a straw. She put a straw up to the butter thing and got it down to the bottom of the bucket of popcorn. Oh, you're just being fucking retarded. I got you. You get the season salt? The little things of season salt?
Yeah, until they started charging you.
They don't never charge me.
I'm kidding.
I bring my fucking Tinseltown a bad name for a motherfucker.
I bring my own.
What do you really? That's been episode 31, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not going to air this one either. Jesus fuck. It's been 55 minutes.
My grandma used to take a big purse in there, and now that it's 2020, I do too.
What? I missed something.
Full of snacks. You can't get at the fucking concession stand. You just open it. Aluminum foil. Yes. What are you doing? I'm having pizza.
You hear somebody open up a whole thing of fucking Chips Ahoy, you know, that resealable package, all that plastic making. Shut the fuck up! I'm trying to listen to John Wick.
Or a fucking Pringles can.
What the fuck? You opening tennis balls back there? What's happening? Jesus.
I like to randomly throw M&Ms. Like while people are watching. You just get hit with something, turn around. I'm way at the top, so they don't know it's me. Until you hear me giggling. You just hear the can. You pop it up. What do you got there? Coors.
Throw popcorn up and catch it?
No.
You never do that?
No, one time we were in a movie and it was, you know that song, I Want to Break Free? Yeah, that was the commercial. And all of a sudden, like the entire top row apparently knew the song and we busted into dance. Now, the only time
Did you say we?
Yeah, there's a lot of us.
You did it too? You busted into dance?
And song.
Song
and dance.
And dance.
And dance.
So this was like a redneck version of High School Musical?
No, it was like we were doing
Mamma Mia.
No. It was a dreadful film.
You were there watching Chocolate?
No, we were watching that horrible Michael Keaton horror movie, White Noise. Yeah, that. Now, the only other time was in Phantom of the Opera. Whenever he's like, I don't know, it's like one of the main songs sounds like Cindy Lou Who's song, where she's like, "Where are you, Christmas? Why can't I?" So bright, the music starts hitting, and you just hear me really loud because I didn't know exactly what it was, and then you just hear me, "Where are you, Christmas? Why can't I find you?" And the entire crowd laughed so fucking hard as the Phantom's getting his heart broke. It was worth it.
Where were you at?
Tinseltown.
So it was a movie, not a play.
No.
Okay,
I did see a live opera, and that was badass.
Yeah.
Like, because I'm telling you right now, I went and saw, what's the one, The Sad Clown? One of my favorite comedians locally, he used to have this joke that was like, what do you call a guy that makes puppet that also touches children? A Gepedophile.
I was going to say father something. But
No, a Gepedophile.
Gepedophile.
And then he goes, "Do you want to hear me do an impression of Batman?"
Uh-huh.
And you go, "Ugh." That's all he would do is that one noise like pretty good, huh? And I used to hate that fucking joke. I'd be sitting there going, see, because I got banned, like, whenever I'd go and whenever I go to shows, I used to get pinched because I can't hide my face if I don't like what I'm seeing. And, like, you know, like, you've never done it on stage where you lift your shirt up and you can see your little fucking under tummy there. And you're just like, ooh, just want to show everybody the goods. And I just want to throw up.
What the fuck are you talking about? Did I fucking fall and hit my head or something? What the fuck are you talking about?
I don't know.
Do you have a fucking clue what this guy's saying?
I just want y'all to know that my brain's been
derail. Jesus. Man.
I must have gotten hacked. That was it.
Oh,
It's
gotcha.
not me.
Okay.
It's
all
not
right.
me. There's a
Well-
small little man controlling. He lives inside here.
Well, we were working on that sponsor, but I think we just lost it.
Well, at least we didn't talk about the D-Rex. Just floppy.
I do think that other rendition of it's fucking hilarious.
It's
too.
not the same.
It's not the same as what we talked about. I
And it's
completely
not
agree
as-
with you.
It's not as funny.
No,
It's
one's,
just
this
super
one's
phallic.
equally as funny.
It's not
but
equally as
different.
funny as a mouthful of floppy
Look up
dick.
Dickosaurus. It's a fucking
Dickosaur ass.
Is it?
That's what it's called.
Dickosaurus?
Dickosaur
And it's
ass.
a fucking T-Rex body with a dildo head, and it's fucking hilarious.
But it's not as funny.
It's almost as funny as that. You remember on those? Do you want to build a snow dick?
No.
We didn't look at that.
No.
Do you want to build a snow dick?
Don't look it up.
Look up. Do you want to build a snow dick?
Do you want to build... Now you're asking me where the fuck I went off to? It's all dicks and snow with you, isn't it?
But at least you're paying attention now.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck
Your
just
mouth
happened.
sounds like it's watering a little bit.
Oh, well, yeah.
You seem a little excited now that we're talking about penises.
No, it's more just moisture.
No, you started this because you said D-Rex.
D-Rex.
At least you're not talking about D-Rex.
No, so look, I'll just let you know that, you know how you said it was a busy weekend?
Yes.
Well, I've been very busy this weekend, and I'm going to apologize to everybody because I'm also running on like 0 hours of sleep for the last 3 days. I don't know what it is. Can't go to sleep.
Really?
But I do believe that my brain is fucking losing it.
Shutting down.
Yeah, it won't be long now, kids.
Yeah.
There'll be a new host, and it'll be his podcast.
Yep, this is my podcast, My Man Cave.
We killed Glenn,
Not only are we moving houses, but we're changing
the KOTOR.
everything. I'm leaving the door.
No.
Yeah.
No. No.
You don't think so?
No.
Take the door?
Yeah.
The mag lock, I'll just put another one in. But
No.
So you want me to take the metal door and everything?
I'm a
You can get it out. You want me to take the door? How come?
Because I like it.
I love the door. Don't get it wrong.
Then why did you want to leave it?
I don't.
Why did you
necessarily
want to abandon
leave
it?
and abandon it? But it's attached. It's in place. I don't have another one that's that size. I mean, I did keep that other one with such a thing in mind, but that's a 32-inch door.
Fine. Do what you want to, Johnny.
I might.
It's fine,
I
Johnny.
might just do that.
You know what? It's your house, your rules, buddy.
Yeah, you're right.
It's just my podcast.
Yeah.
That you pay for.
You're welcome.
You're making my dreams happen.
Hey, do what I can for my friends. And yes, I
So
can
get on the notifications.
Yeah,
Hit
like
that.
and subscribe.
Like and subscribe. This was kind of a wild trip.
Don't forget to comment as to whether or not I'm the asshole or Glenn's the asshole for saying Robin's egg instead of light.
It's Robin's Egg Blue.
If it's Robin's egg blue, then I will refer to it as Visqueen for the rest of my days, and you'll just
Visqueen sounds like a lubricant.
man, look. I've met people like you,
No, you haven't.
and I had a guy
You
tell
ain't
me
never
one
met a
time that I was
motherfucker
working.
quite like me.
I was working with this guy one time that said, "Hey, go get the roll of Visqueen out of the truck." I said, "What? Do you know what Visqueen is?"
It's plastic.
It is plastic. Next time you see plastic, guess what you're going to see written on the box?
Visqueen.
Yeah, it's fucking insane.
It's not a brand.
Like, why
it's
the fuck
actual-
are you calling it Visqueen? Like, what is
No.
it? Plastic. Why didn't you
Well,
say
no, you gotta
plastic,
understand
motherfucker?
was this an older guy?
Yes, it's
Yeah,
like
that's
standard screwdrivers. I understand.
Right,
You
that's
know what a
why.
standard screwdriver is?
Yeah.
What?
That's just a flathead screwdriver.
That's right. Plain and
It's a
simple.
flathead, it's standard.
Plain and fucking
Plain
simple.
and simple. Yeah.
Hand me a standard, huh?
Well, you know what they don't make a lot of anymore? Like fucking hex head sockets. Like just the 6-point. That's all like the cheaper ones. Like you can't find a cheap hex head. They used to all have the fucking hexagon.
Right.
You know, the regular hex nut. And they used to all be built like that. Now it's all 12-point.
Really?
All fucking 12-point. It's very hard to find it. Like unless like
I
especially-
think all of mine are hex.
Yeah, no, but I have like an old set at the house.
Mine are fairly new.
Yeah, but I'm saying it was hard for me to find, like when you buy like a whole fucking kit.
Yeah, I could be fucking wrong. But yeah, I know what you're talking about. So that way it covers metric and... Or no, a full set would have metric and standard in there too. wouldn't
Yeah,
it?
I'm not talking about...
I know what you're talking about. The ones that have all the teeth in them instead of just 8. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit, my favorite thing I ever purchased was for my drill, and it was, I think it was up to a 3/4, and it's got these little teeth in it.
Yeah.
that just move around and you just stick it over the nut. As long as it's not too deep, it's perfect.
You gonna come watch me race this year? Probably not.
If you can convince my wife to listen to an episode of this, then yeah, no, I'm not gonna come watch you race.
What about on Fan Appreciation Night when we can bring your kids out there and they get free candy and pictures?
Fine, Glenn. I'll come watch you race without my children.
Oh, you didn't want to bring your kids?
I mean,
You don't like your kids?
never mind.
Jackson,
I was gonna fuck with you.
we can all admit, Jackson's the coolest kid you got.
Guess what? Today is.
Jackson's birthday.
That is correct.
That's how much I love you, Jackson. Because I know, buddy.
Yeah, you do.
Me and you.
Did you text him?
We're not on that level.
Yeah.
I didn't know he had a phone.
Yeah. That was
Plus-
his birthday gift.
Plus, I don't think that it would be really cool,
Let me give his number out. So it's 318
for all the girls,
for all the petties.
for Petty Betty and the whole bunch.
What you call him?
Jack, don't call him Jack.
Pedophile. What'd you say?
No, I'm not. Well, okay. Last thing before we leave. So at the racetrack, they call me Big Sexy.
Right.
One of my nephews ran out after this first came down, and he's like, "What's up, Uncle Sexy?" And I'm like, "No, nip it in the bud right now."
Never call me Uncle Sexy. Go back to calling me Daddy like you used to.
Whoa. Well, no, and then he got stumbled up because he couldn't. You know how you mess up your kid's name, like you're like Jackson.
God damn it!
He came. The funniest thing was when he was trying to get my attention and his dad's attention, and the Uncle Daddy came out.
Uncle Daddy.
It was. And you hear my dad go, "Who the fuck is Uncle Daddy?"
Uncle Daddy.
It was so fucking funny, though, because my brother looks at me, I'm like, it ain't me. I don't even like your wife.
That's funny.
Like, subscribe.
My mom.
Episode 31.
My mom and Jackson walked down the street yesterday when we were working on the front door, and Jonah came running up and was like, "Daddy, Jackson walked down the street with some man that he don't even know." I was like, "Dude, that's your grandma." Oh, my mom's got short hair, so Jonathan, as walking away, Jonathan thought my mom was a
Your
man.
son scared the shit out of me the other day with that fucking pole vault you have in your front yard. We've had this stick for a year.
Better watch him.
Jesus Christ.
Better watch him. He'll run you through with
Because
it.
he doesn't have a his house wasn't secure for 4 years. My house. That fucking Amazon warrior. He's just like, hey.
Oh yeah, nah, dude. You don't fuck with him. He will fuck you up. He
makes a point every time that I see him and I show his brother happiness, and I'm like, hey, Jackson. He always shows me that he is clearly the more violent.
Does he start beating Jackson's ass?
Like
right then and there?
He'll just do something he'll show up, he'll do a cartwheel or a flip, or he'll do a rolling thing, and it's just look at how much more agile I am than my brother.
Watch
then
me.
Any minute now he's going to throw one of them fucking ninja stars, one of them fucking horrible devices from The Witcher, and go straight into your fucking skull. And he's just going to be like, ha! My dad doesn't have friends. I'm his best friend. And I'm just going to be sitting there pouring fucking blood.
I see him doing dart guns and poison darts. That's what I see with Jonah. Like and subscribe. Notifications. Episode 31. Thank you.
Peace out.
Holler, holler.